Correct organizational placement of IT helps the firm mature digitally faster and improves the speed and quality of IT deliveries. Where the unit should be placed today depends on the current digital maturity of the company. IT's placement in the org chart is far from permanent or even long-term. When used right, an organization's digital maturity can be a pointer to where digital and IT should be placed now, as well as preparing the firm for the next level of digital maturity. All to help the organization become more digitally competent. Technology is today as integrated in business operations as spreadsheets are for finance. But while all C-level executives and board members are fluent in spreadsheets, many still lack a basic understanding of the technologies that will make or break their companies in the future. I believe that if you are to run a company, you need to have a basic understanding of all the tools and tricks of the trade in and around the business and industry you're in. Which is why I made the Frederik's 5. It's a series of 5-minute introductions to the digital tools and concepts that matters the most. A company's digital maturity can be split into 4 phases, from digitally immature to digitally mature. In digitally immature companies, IT is placed as a business unit or team like any other operational unit, and the firm does not have a central overview of all IT activities. Larger IT projects are coordinated centrally, but smaller projects are done within the business units with little regard to what else is being used and worked on in the organization. At some point, the firm realizes this is suboptimal and therefore takes steps to centralize all digital initiatives and projects. In this second digital maturity step, IT is centralized and reporting directly to the senior management, best the CEO, coordinating all digital activities to secure coherence in what's developed and delivered and to control IT spend. Mandatory coordination of all digital initiatives, stage 2 of the digital maturity, have drawbacks too, as the coordination takes time and risks delaying projects with a measurable impact on the company's ability to respond to market changes. Don't get me wrong, this is a required step to take towards a more mature digital organization. The trick is to make this specific phase as short as possible, preparing for the transition to phase 3, a more mature digital organization. To increase the digital agility and move digital projects closer to the business units using them, the responsibility for digital projects is partly moved back to the business units in the third maturity stage. This typically happens by IT introducing do-it-yourself low-code systems, allowing the business user to manage many processes and changes themselves, and by moving IT specialists from IT to the business units. If you want to know more about low-code solutions, make sure to subscribe to be notified when the Frederik's 5 on low-code is out. In the third maturity phase, IT still controls the framework and projects, but execution is moved to the business units for faster turnaround times and proximity to operations. IT is still a separate unit directly reporting to top management. This changes with the fourth phase of the maturity model, where digital deliveries are spread over the entire business. Each business unit will now manage own digital projects independently, but governed by an overall enterprise architectural framework. In this phase, IT does no longer exist as a unit, as operations and development are with the businesses. Instead, IT can be seen as a cross-functional support unit now working on digital governance, ensuring that business units are compliant with the firm's digital strategy and regulatory framework. In many cases, it will also make sense that the unit manages overall master agreements with partners and solution providers as well to secure best possible terms and conditions. In my experience, most companies are in the digital maturity phases 1 and 2, so there's still room for digital improvement. The key point with the digital maturity model is to understand the needed phases it takes for the firm to increase its digital maturity. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe if you want to be notified when I post the next Frederik's 5. Thank you.